There's a type of word we use all the time, in almost every sentence, but we barely even think about it. I'm talking about the pronoun. They're like the secret ingredient that makes our language work. And to show you what I mean, let's start with a sentence that, well, doesn't use them.
Just listen to how this sounds. This is Ali. Ali is my brother.
Yeah, sounds a little repetitive, doesn't it? It's kind of clunky. That's because nobody actually talks that way. In real life, our brains have this amazing little shortcut to fix this exact problem.
And that's what we can call the repetition problem. It's what happens when our sentences get bogged down by saying the same words over and over. But hey, for every problem, there's a solution. And in this story, we have a hero. And that hero is the pronoun. Its whole job, its entire reason for being is to jump in and take the place of a noun. This makes everything we say way smoother and a whole lot clearer.
I mean, you can really feel the difference right here. On the one hand, you have Sarah is my friend. Sarah is kind. Sarah likes music. It sounds like a robot. But then you just swap in the word she and boom, it flows. Sarah is my friend. She is kind. She likes music. See? That one tiny word changes everything.
Now, she isn't working alone. Oh no, it's part of a huge family of words, and they're all designed to replace nouns in all kinds of different situations. So, let's meet the rest of the family.
As you can see, there are quite a few types: personal, possessive, all the way to indefinite. Now, we are not going to try and cover all of these today, don't worry. Instead, we're going to zero in on the one type you use the most, by far. Yep, we're going to focus on personal pronouns. You can think of these as the superstars of the pronoun world. They are the true workhorses, doing most of the heavy lifting in our everyday chats.
So what do? It's actually super simple. They just replace the names of people or things. So instead of saying the car again, you just say it. Instead of Maria, you say she or her. But how do you know which one to pick? Well, it all depends on the job it's doing in the sentence.
And that brings us to the single most important idea for getting pronouns right. And that is the difference between being the subject and being the object. It really all comes down to who's doing the action. The subject pronouns, that's your I, he, she, and they, these are the doers. They're the ones performing the action in the sentence. On the flip side, you have the object pronouns: me, him, her, them. These guys are the receivers. The action happens to them. If you can get this one distinction, you've pretty much mastered pronouns.
Honestly, the best way to get this is to just see it work. So let's look at a few really clear examples to make this whole subject versus object thing really click. Okay, let's circle back to our very first example. This is Ali. He is my brother. So who is being the brother? Ali is. He is the one doing the being, so he's the doer. That means we use the subject pronoun he. Simple enough, right?
All right, now look at this one. Maria is kind. Everyone likes her. Ask yourself, is Maria doing the liking in that second sentence? No. Everyone is doing the liking. Maria is the one receiving the liking. The action is happening to her, and that makes her the object pronoun. See the difference?
And of course, pronouns aren't just for people. I have a cat. It is very cute. In this case, it is standing in for the cat. And since the cat is the one that is cute, it's our subject. Pronouns are also fantastic for groups. Can you imagine saying my friends and I a second time? It's so much easier to just say we. We are the ones who love the game, which makes we the subject way more efficient.
And for our final example, do you know Sarah and Ahmed? I met them yesterday. Let's break it down. Who did the meeting? I did. So I is the subject. Who was met? Sarah and Ahmed. So the action happened to them. And that's why we use the object pronoun them.
And there you have it, the small but mighty pronoun, always working behind the scenes to make our language just flow. They seem so simple, but they're absolutely essential. So now, when you're reading a book or listening to a friend talk, pay attention. I bet you'll start to see them everywhere, quietly doing their job in every single conversation.